Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Adam Miles here, personal development coach. And today I want to read with you an essay I recently published for my client list. It's about our thoughts and how our thoughts can so deeply impact our lives and our reality. Let's check it out. Who would I be without this thought? It's strange how much power a single thought can have. One quiet sentence in the mind can change our whole emotional state, our posture, the way we see other people, and the way we see ourselves. Most of the time, we don't even notice it's happening. The thought arrives, it attaches itself to a feeling, and the two become one. Before long, we're caught in a storm that feels so real. But what if much of that inner turbulence is just an echo of a thought we haven't questioned? The human mind is a storyteller. It builds meaning from fragments. Something happens, and the mind rushes in to interpret. They don't respect me. I'm failing. This always happens to me. Each interpretation is a little story that seems true because it feels true. The body reacts, the emotion surges, and the thought gets reinforced by the very feeling it helped create. Soon, it's not just a passing thought, it's my truth. And yet, when we slow down enough to really look, we find that the story is almost always optional. A simple, profound question cuts right to the heart of this. Who would I be without this thought? It doesn't ask us to replace one belief with another. It doesn't even ask us to stop thinking. It just invites us to look at what happens when we stop believing the thought that's creating our suffering. It's not about positive thinking, it's about seeing clearly. Imagine you're driving to meet a friend and they're late. 10 minutes go by, then 20. A thought appears. They don't value my time. Instantly, the body tightens. You feel irritation, maybe hurt, maybe a touch of self importance disguised as disappointment. You replay the last conversation. You imagine them being careless or inconsiderate. In a matter of seconds, a whole reality is constructed. Now pause, breathe, and ask, who would I be without this thought? Without the belief that they don't value my time? You might still notice they're late. You might still prefer they weren't, but your peace would remain intact. There would be no personal offense, no attack on your worth. You might feel curiosity instead of anger. You might even enjoy a few quiet moments before they arrive. The external situation hasn't changed, but the internal one has completely transformed. That's the difference between pain and suffering. Pain is inevitable, it's part of being human. Suffering is what happens when we build a story around the pain and identify with it. The story gives the pain a name, a reason, a villain, a victim. When we ask who we'd be without the thought, the story loses its grip. The pain may still exist, but it's simpler, cleaner, almost innocent. We feel what's there without adding layers of interpretation. This isn't about denying our thoughts or pretending everything is fine. It's about learning to hold our thoughts lightly, to see them as weather passing through rather than declarations of truth. The mind will always generate commentary. That's what it does. But we can learn to listen differently, to notice the tone of the inner voice, and to recognize when it's pulling us into conflict with reality. Many people think peace will come when they finally fix the external situation, when they resolve the relationship, land the job, achieve the goal, or make someone understand. But more often, peace comes the moment we stop arguing with what is, the moment we stop insisting that life should be other than it is. And that shift usually begins with questioning the thought that insists this shouldn't be happening. For most of us, The most painful thoughts are about ourselves. I'm not enough. I should be further along. I always mess things up. These lines have been rehearsed so many times that we hardly notice them anymore. But they're just thoughts, old, tired ones that have been mistaken for truth. Try sitting quietly with one of them. Feel how it lands in your body. Then ask, who would I be without this thought? You might notice a surprising stillness, a lightness, maybe even a hint of gratitude. The absence of the thought reveals something we could never find by fighting with it, the quiet presence that was there all along. That presence is not a new identity. It's what's left when all the self images fall away. It doesn't need defending or proving. It doesn't need to be seen as good or right. It's simply aware, peaceful, grounded, and free. Every time we question a painful thought, we come home to that awareness. It's not something we have to create. It's what we already are when the noise dies down. The practice takes patience. The mind won't give up its stories easily. They've become part of how we define ourselves. Letting them go can feel like losing something important, even if that something has been hurting us for years. But the more we question, the more we discover that reality without our story is not scary, it's kind. Life without constant commentary is not empty. It's vivid, alive, and peaceful in ways we forgot were possible. Try it the next time you feel disturbed. Pause and name the thought behind the feeling. Don't analyze it, just notice. Then gently ask, who would I be without this thought? Let the answer come from experience, not from the intellect. Notice the shift, even if it's subtle. You may glimpse a quiet space that feels more peaceful than anything the mind has ever promised. The freedom we seek is not in controlling the outer world, but in seeing through the inner one we've built. The stories will still come, the emotions will still rise and fall, but once you've tasted the stillness beneath them, you won't confuse yourself with the storm. You'll know the difference between who you are and what you think. And in that knowing, you'll find the peace that has been waiting there all along. I hope you got something out of this essay, and I hope it adds to the quality and to the peace in your life. If you would like to join my emailing list, it's free to do so. Just check out the description below, go to my website, and shoot me an email just saying, please put me on the emailing list, and you'll be on it. Take care and talk soon. Bye.